guys, and welcome back to another reaction video. Today we will be watching the 6th episode of the first season called Hourglass. Now unfortunately, when I recorded the 5th episode, Cool, there was a lot of, I'm not exactly sure what happened. I tried to fix the video issue that we were having. It didn't save right or whatever, so I tried for a long time actually to try and fix it, and so I couldn't, it just didn't pan out, unfortunately. So I am going to try maybe over the weekend to try some more, but so it was either I re-record the show or I just move on and say, I am really, really sorry. I am going to try to fix it and to get that reaction video out to you guys, but unfortunately, technology, it happens. Hopefully this video will be good in terms of capturing the video and me actually being able to open it and you know, and edit it all together. So unfortunately, I do apologize about that. I am going to try to get the 5th episode up. Unfortunately, you know, it happens. It's technology. Not much you can do about it. So instead, I decided to move forward and watch the 6th episode, Hourglass. Last time in Cool, we did have Sean, the douchebag jock who got ice powers and basically was sucking heat out of people in order to stay warm. It was really nice to actually give Chloe a love interest instead of just another person who loved Lana. So that was really fun. She became more of an integral part of the episode instead of just being like the sidekick or, you know, the computer person. It was really nice to have a more Chloe-centric episode, so that was really nice. Clark and Lana went on their first non-dates, which obviously ended badly when Clark just left her to go and save Chloe, which he should have done, but I'm confused about why he didn't tell her. The reason the date ran short was because he went to go help Chloe and protect Chloe from Sean. He didn't have to tell her about his powers, but that was weird to me. That he didn't even like explain what was going on. He's just like, peace out, I gotta go. So, I mean, that kind of sucked. I mean, I understood, like, you can't put the main love interests together at the very beginning. They have to have some sort of tension and obstacles. So, you know, it's just another one, you know, 1 step forward, 5 steps back. So, I mean, it was cute. They're cute together. They're adorable. So it'll be interesting to watch this first season to see how many times they do that. They have Clark move 1 step closer only to pull them apart. So it's going to be interesting to watch. And then was the last, oh yeah, the Kents also had money problems, so Lex went to try and help them, but Jonathan was stubborn and said no. But this is the Lex that I really like. You can tell he was a good guy. He was someone who, you know, he didn't appear to not have any, you know, ulterior motives, and, you know, he's a friend of Clark and just wants to help and make sure his friend's family is taken care of. So that is the Lex that I love. I thought it was great. I liked that Lex, the good Lex who just wants to make sure his friend's family is okay. So I think I ended up giving it 7 out of 10, I believe. I'm trying to remember. I think it was a 7 out of 10. So it was solid. It wasn't the best episode, but hey, it was still solid. So yeah, that was cool. So now we are going to go ahead and march forward to Hourglass. If you want to see my full reaction, you can go to my Patreon page, or you can stay right here on YouTube, but be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. So without further ado, we are going to get into Hourglass.
Hi, Clark. Pete?
Well, there you go. Don't be so transparent. Sure you didn't know.
For a couple of weeks.
It's such a high school thing to do. You know, you like somebody, just kind of put yourself exactly where they're going to be, just always crossing paths.
Mr. Boston, it's Lana Lang.
I don't know the real reason you wanted to go outside. Oh, party foul. They just kill the old man? No, they just made him young. But how does falling in water make you young?
Someone could
close to you is going to die.
That's not ominous at all. Oh, that looks so good.
He's just a harmless old man.
Maybe a boy turned into a
Yeah, not as harmless as you think.
That is, if I lived in a different time.
Any chance you could give an old lady a hand back to her room?
She senses something's up.
I already know my future.
You might consider rounding those curves at a speed that won't actually break the sound barrier.
Where's the fun in that?
Seriously, you could get hurt.
Being
Let this woman at the
paranoid.
retirement center, and she can kind of see the future.
Yeah, she tell you your future?
Not exactly. Said someone very close to me would
Die.
Don't you wish you knew how it was all going to turn out?
Life's a journey, Clark. I don't want to go through it following a roadmap.
I agree. I don't think I'd want to know.
Why?
Just go right back to murdering people. You did not learn your lesson at all, did you?
Then the meteors came. One hit a field behind my house.
It always goes back to the meteors, doesn't it?
Nerves.
Well, that's not what I was expecting. That is dark.
You saw that too. Clark!
I guess not everybody can see, only she can see. So because he's Clark, he saw it. You know, the vision is just everybody's gone. That sucks. That's so dark.
I was hoping you can give me some insight into Clark. He saved my life, but he's also a mystery.
Most people are. I can only tell the future of the person I touch.
Oh, you know he's gonna take that hand. He wants to know.
Why?
I believe we make our own destiny.
It's hard when everyone knows your tragedy. They treat you differently. Like you're gonna break. How would that make you feel, Clark?
That's gotta be rough. Like, I can't imagine losing my parents that young. And on top of it, to be on the magazine that everybody knows and everybody sees, that's gotta be rough, because you can't just put it behind you.
Hey, where were you?
You want to settle up?
Yeah, I wanna go home. I'd be like, I wanna go home. We're closing up. I've been here all day. I wanna go home. Please leave.
I always see them. The question is, how did you?
Most of
Nobody ever has.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought, that he was the only one that saw the visions.
Who are they?
People who need your help.
This guy's been obsessed with Smallville for 50 years.
Clark, is something wrong?
It's her.
It's who?
Gotta go.
Which is why you should have kicked him out.
I'm gonna kill yours.
This guy is absolutely insane. He just goes straight to killing. Get her! I thought you were just gonna like grab her and push her, but that was quite different. Oh, that's awesome.
They tell me there's no way the impact could have ripped open the roof like this. They must have made a mistake.
He's getting
remember anything about the
closer.
No, just that I pulled you out, that's it. You know what, Harry? I think you and this kid are the same person.
I think you should leave, young man.
And where I'm going.
This is everything I could find on Harry Volk. The ledger carries stories on the trial, the murder, the investigation, you name it.
Living here on Kent.
Wasn't that your grandfather?
Harry's gonna kill my dad.
Can I help you?
I got a report about a gas leak. You mind if I come in?
Yeah, no, don't let him in.
But his father did.
No, there you go. There you go, Martha. Come on, Martha, get out, get out, get out, get out. That's right.
Are you okay?
Figured he'd be back. Figured he'd be
You're the
back.
last person I expected. Oh,
Nice flowers. I want flowers like that. Those look nice.
Are you afraid of what you'll say?
Sit.
He's like, hell no, bring it on. Bring it on, let's go. This is the part I do remember was this vision. That's not dark at all. Well, you want to know your future.
What did you see?
Oh, he didn't see it. I thought he did see it. Oh, no. Clark is the only one that can see it. My bad. Nurse? Nurse? Someone get in here. Well, she did say someone close to him would die.
She's gone.
You didn't really check up pulse. You didn't do it. You just, like, looked at her.
So what?
Her future.
All right. All right, well, there you have it. That was the 6th episode of the first season of Smallville, Hourglass. I thought it was a good episode. It was probably the best episode since the pilot, I'm going to say. I thoroughly enjoyed the episode, and I think it was the first episode that actually dealt with the future and who Clark is going to be and who Lex is going to be. So that was cool to dive into that and to see all of that was going on about, like, we meet Cassandra, who can see the future and basically telling Clark that, you know, he's going to do great things and he's going to help people and drive out fear and darkness. And I thought that was a really cool thing for him to hear already. And it was the first time where we actually get a glimpse of things to come and kind of who he is going to turn into, you know, as he discovers who he is and his powers and everything like that, and what his destiny is. And it was a really dark scene though in the cemetery though, like when he actually saw his future, and he's gonna, which makes sense that he would outlast all of his friends and family, and makes sense, I think, because he is you know, indestructible. So he's, you know, and it does make him feel, you know, just a little bit more, you know, alone, more alone than he already feels, I would think, just because, you know, he has these powers and he's from another planet, but he doesn't know anything besides that at this point. So I would feel alone too. And now seeing all your friends and family and your loved ones in this vision, like this is your future, like, man, that would suck to see that. But we also not only get to get a glimpse of Clark's future, but, you know, we get a huge glimpse of Lex's future. So it really dives into who Lex is going to become as well. You get to see at the very end, the one thing you do remember about this episode was that lasting image of Lex in that white suit with standing over all the skulls and the graves and blood raining down on him. And wow, that was insane. It was intense, and it's dark, and it just shows, this is a dark episode. I just realized it's a very dark episode. It just goes to show the path that he is going to be leading down, and it's eerie and it's terrifying, and you can see just how far he's gonna go. Like where he is now to where he's going to be, he obviously has a very long journey ahead, and it's going to be fun to watch. He also was glad he brought back his obsessive personality to where he's obsessed now with the Porsche. And how was he still rescued? And despite Clark telling him, I just dove in and I rescued you, I don't know what else to say. No matter how much he keeps telling him that, Lex is not going to give it up. And he finally showed Clark the Porsche. So now Clark knows that he's still thinking about this, and he's still trying to figure out what happens. At least he knows now. Then, of course, you know, the bad guy of the episode was Harry. He was just crazy. He was absolutely insane. He went from not being recommended to go to his ideal school to killing his music teachers, son, and like, that's insane. Like, how do you get escalated so quickly? How do you do that? How do you go from one to the next? I don't know. But he was all messed up in the head, and now he's going through all of those who convicted him and put him in jail. He's going after all their descendants, which also is crazy because guess what? You actually did it, buddy. You aren't innocent. You actually did it. But the one thing that I still don't quite understand is how was he, when he fell into the water in the wheelchair, how was he electrocuted? Because it wasn't like it was an electric wheelchair. It was just a manual, normal wheelchair. So how was he electrocuted with it? I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking about this too hard, but I don't know. I just thought that was maybe a little bit of an inconsistency. But I actually enjoyed this more than I thought I would. Looking back at this episode, I just remember I was like, oh yeah, it's kind of like the old lady and kind of, you know, she sees the future. But I thoroughly enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. I do like the fact that they finally dove back into like the future and the path that Clark is going to go on and the part that Lex is going to go on, and just seeing them dive into the destinies of these two main characters that we all know that they're going to be. So that was a really cool thing. I thoroughly enjoyed this episode. Like I said, I think it was probably the best episode since the pilot, I'm going to say. So I'm going to probably give it a strong 8.5. I think this was a good episode, it's a strong episode. I really enjoyed all of the flash forwards and things like that. And just Lex's obsession continuing, and that characteristic of him keeps going. So that is going to be fun to watch. I'm trying to think if there are any new tallies. I don't believe so. Car didn't crash. The barn's fine. I didn't see anyone. Everyone had a speaking part, was white. So I'm going to say no new tally. No new tally so far on this one. So that is it for the 6th episode, Hourglass, and I will see you soon for the next episode.